Hello, all of you. Welcome to stream. This stream is for puzzle. We'll be solving some puzzles of chess, and you will be doing the same thing. We don't have anything. Let me see. Everything is connected or not. Wait. I need to connect my board. By the way, it has no use today. I think I should not connect, but let's connect it. But there's nothing wrong with connecting. You just float the messages. That is the main problem. If needed, we'll deactivate it. So I'm connecting the board here, and I believe I need to decrease everything today. I mean, the bit rate, those things. So I'll be decreasing the bit rate. At the end, it is just a puzzle one. Okay, so it has been decreased. Let me use some other setting. Okay, both will get connected soon. Then we'll focus on the puzzles. Let's go. Okay. So we have one of the puzzle on this stream right now. I hope you are able to see it. Hello, Ayus. Let's go. I will set the difficulty to little bit low. It is already on extra hard. I will keep it on a standard. And let's refresh it. Now we can continue. Maybe I should decrease no bit rate if internet is lagging out. For some strange reason, we cannot understand. Okay, so this is the puzzle. We have to calculate the lines first of all, and the stream is on slow mode, so you cannot message a lot. So first calculate the line, and then just give me the line. That is how we will be continuing in the stream today. So a queen is here, rook is here. The last move of our opponent was this bishop here, attacking this and this. And our rook is also attacked by the queen. And this is defended by the, sorry. What am I doing? Is it alright? Yeah, it's alright. So it is defended by the queen, the bishop. So that if we capture this, there are many things around it. We cannot do anything. If I capture like this, he will remove me. So those are a few things. First of all, we need to think about. If I move the queen somewhere, I'm going to lose the rook. I can try something like that at some point. His king is here. Remember, this is extra hard puzzle, so the rating of puzzle is very high here. So now the question remains, what can we do? He has lined up two things here. This bishop is always attacking the rook. We also have a pawn here, which can get promoted at some point, if we play correctly. Are there any good checks to the king? Queen goes here, but there this file. Rook takes bishop seems the most obvious move to me. King has an escape square here, so there is never a back ranking happening. Okay, so these are my first assessment of the position. I believe rook takes here is possible. How about rx c4, qx c4, qx a7? Yes, I was also thinking about the same line. Because we need to remove the bishop. We don't want to lose the rook. So we'll sack the rook for a bishop, and then our idea will be to capture here, threatening that kid, and if the kid moves, we will move. So kid will not be moving anywhere, and the rook can also not go here because we simply promote once again. He will sack the rook, and he should sack the rook. Hello, glitch plays. So for that reason, I think this. Now he has two options to capture with whatever. So if we capture this, whatever it captures with, it does not matter. We will be going here. So that's the first assessment of the position. This bishop is not threatened because if he captures, we will capture with the rook, and if the rook checks, we will always escape here. So that is the rook. At first move, I can't capture this because I will lose a rook, which is not good because I can't capture with this as well. So my idea is this, as told by Ayush. That's my idea. Let's see. Hello bro, all of you, welcome to stream. And queen f here. So we get, count the material after that. We do this, let's say rook takes. We take this threatening that. And if he moves, we capture. And if he captures, we capture. We have a queen, we have this, we have that. And he has this. So we'll end up extra bishop. And that will be winning for us. So we will capture this. Queen captures. We are not going to trade the queen. Instead, we are going to capture an a7. The rook captures it. We capture with a check. And that's the end of the position. Now we end up with an extra bishop. This bishop is extra. Queen rook, queen rook, and we end up with an extra bishop. So the first puzzle is solved. Let's go to the next one. It's the second puzzle, and here we will see first our king. Both the kings are here. We are playing as black pieces, so we are this. Opponent king is here. It is stuck like this on this rank. We also have a rook here, which can do some business. The rooks are looking at each other, and it is our turn to move. So if we capture this, let's say queen captures that, rook captures that, king captures that, knight here forks this and this. So that's the first assessment of the position from my side. Now the main thing, what you need to do every time is you will do in the most forcing way. Doing the same thing in the most forcing way. The moves are same, but what is the forced way? So first we go here, or first we go here. That's the question. He has an active queen, so we'll be looking at all the threats of the queen. The queen can only threaten this at some point. It threatens something. In those cases, we will escape here, and I believe everything is fine. Queen does not have any other threat. So rook takes rook. If not, then rook takes rook will be played. If rook takes rook, queen takes rook, we take this. That's another order. If this, we can sack the rook. And if he goes here, then we have this. Like let's say rook takes rook, queen takes rook, we sack the rook. And if king takes, then we have the fork. And if king does not take, the rook, then king moves here or here, does not really matter. This rook that was here, we will bring here and we will get the queen. So that is much forced. If I go here, queen takes, I go here, I'm just trading I'm winning a rook for a rook. Trading a rook for a rook. And we end up with this, which is not winning completely. So first of all, we go with this. Queen takes, now we sack the rook. And then we go here, and then we capture the queen. That's the solution of the puzzle. Let's go. What happened? Why is it not showing me next puzzle? Come on, chess.com. What's wrong with you? Sorry. Man, it's decreasing the rating for some reason. Okay, no problem. So this is the next puzzle. And here our king is here. First of all, we look at the kings. Our king is here, which is under the line of the fire. So let's say if the bishop moves somewhere, we'll get check. And that will not be only check because the queen is covering this square. So that will probably a checkmate. So that is why he has moved the knight on the last move. So he's trying to do something like this and then do the mate. So we are about to get mated. So now whatever sequence we will figure out has to do two things. Either stop the checkmate or we'll be giving him checks and checks. So the most forcing check is this. Except if there is no any check in the position. And we don't have any way to stop this as well. So automatically this move will be played. We don't have any other choice. And now we will think. From here we will think. Like the first move was very obvious. Because of two facts. One, there was no any way to block the checkmate. And second, we have to give a check because of that reason. Because of the reason number one. So that was the only possible check, so we gave it. Now again we'll be looking at the check because we don't have any ways to block. And the only check that makes sense is this move. And now we have this. So queen h2 would be a checkmate only if the queen was not on this diagonal defending. So now that is not working because of the queen which is present on this diagonal defending the h2 square. So for that reason this check is not working. We can go for something like this, and that's still a check, and queen will block, will capture it, queen will capture, and still there is a threat of checkmate. That is not the best move. Instead this is the best move. This is the mate, like this. I mean it's not working. So yeah, this is the mate, and the puzzle ends. Let's go next one. My internet is not good here for some reason. So it's even taking time to get the next puzzle, which is crazy in itself. And there is some lag as well. I can see in my OBS there is some lag clearly. As we are doing puzzle stream, I think it is very normal. I mean, okay, I am back, and this time I have decreased the frame rate. So hopefully there will be a little different, and the video quality, the whole stream quality will be a little different than the earlier case. And let's continue. I had to stop the stream for a while. Now let's see. We have a rook here. First of all, we look at the kings. Our king is here, his king is here. We're playing as black pieces, and our kids are here. This bishop is doing some fantastic job covering the back rank in it. Let's say. We have a queen here which is looking at the bishop, and the bishop is looking at the queen. So that is one case. We have a rook here which can remove the bishop, that is looking at the queen. And like let's say if you remove, and then we have this check, and then that's the mate. So that's one assessment that I can see in the position. And first thing that I can see in the position directly. So we take this. If you don't do anything, then we are threatening this and this as the checkmate. Like let's say if you play anything like this, we'll block it, and again we're threatening this as a mate. And if I capture this, you cannot capture with the king since the queen is looking at it. So either you capture with the knight or you capture with the rook. It does not really matter. Our next move will be this. The king moves here, then the knight is covering that, so the king cannot move here first of all. And if the rook is, this will be checkmate if the knight captures. If the knight captures this, then this will be checkmate when we had captured the rook. And if rook captures this, then we go here, then rook can block the check, and then it will be checkmate on the next move. So we are doing some standard puzzle, and it is a miss. And I really don't like this. How I missed this. And now I see this is not the direct approach. Instead, here a better move exists. And that move is queen here. Sacrificing a whole queen. So it was an easy puzzle, still I missed it. And now actually this is the mate. Oh no. I just want to analyze this position. and go to king f1. Now it is mating 2. After this, you actually accept enough. And after this, actually, it is surprising to say, but he is actually defending. It is crazy. Indian likes this. Bishop f8. Indian shows some line to us. Rook e2. And when we go here, actually this is backhand, which I didn't see earlier case. So my calculation was completely wrong. There was error in calculation from my side. Let me turn off this here. I did some error in calculation actually. So that was my error, sorry. It was my mistake. I did some mistakes in calculations. No problem. We'll see again. So the last move is this from our opponent. And we'll look at the king. Our king position is here. Our king is completely safe because the knight is not doing anything to our king, and there is no any other kills, going towards king, except this which is defended. We are the one who is attacking our opponent's king, so that is the position that you need to understand on the board. Now, next thing. His move is this, which does only one thing, is that it prevents this as a checkmate. So now, no longer this is it is no longer a mate. So this is not a checkmate. Queen here is not a mate. We need to figure out some other idea. Remember, the rook is here and the queen is unable to access this side. If you only access this, can access this. Our queen has some square to move into, like this thing, and this is enough to checkmate. So the pattern that I am looking at is bishop check to the king. This bishop is protected by the queen, so the king cannot capture it. So when this move is played, bishop takes is the force, and after that we cannot capture this. Instead we will go here, and that will force king can't go there, king can't go here. That will force the bishop to come here, and then that will remove. So the idea is bishop check, bishop takes, queen check, bishop blocks, checkmate. So like this, and we give a check like this, bishop blocks, and we do the mate. So that's the solution. bg2 plus bxg2, qh4 plus qh4 plus bh3, and then qx3 mate. Okay. Here, first of all, always look at the king's position. Always look at the king's position. That is how you can. Listen, bro. In any position, generally, when there is a forced checkmate, you always look for the forced checkmate. So that was the assessment I was trying to. That was the understanding of the position. I was trying to go through the exact way. So there was a forced checkmate existing. So we will always look for a forced check. Okay, let's see the king. King are safe. This king is also safe. This king is also safe because our pieces are too far away. So now we'll be looking for the piece tactics. We look at the position, and knight is here between our pieces. Somehow we can capture the knight. Let's say if we try to capture the knight, our bishop will capture the knight. That is the only defender of the king. And then we can capture this. We have in such position we have simple two things to check. Can we capture this? Or can we remove the defender that is defending it? So let's say queen takes here, queen takes here, rook takes here, rook takes here, and then we can capture this. And it's a bad continuation, but still that is how we can think. So here in this position, it is better to capture this knight because the bishop is not really defending it. Because if we capture, and if the bishop captures here, we can actually win the queen. And if rook takes, we have rook takes. So for that reason, we capture this, and bishop captures this. Now we can capture the queen, and when rook captures it, we can get this. Yeah, he can deliver some check to win this. We can either go here and lose that, or we can play an accurate move, which is this, defending that, and he decides to go here, which we capture this, and now we have two pieces. He has one, and we'll be winning this game, and it's our turn to move. Let's go next puzzle. Rx b6 easy. Yeah, Rx b6 is easy. Qx a2 is just winning a pawn. So when you are winning a piece, it is better to win a piece. and the position got simplified easily. So here we'll first look at the kings. Like always in any puzzle, look at the kings. That's my suggestion. My king is safe. He has only pure bishop. His king is not that safe because my two pawns are, cutting off the king. Let's just say like this, and the rook is ready to deliver a check. That's the condition. One thing that we really need to worry about is this: his pawn is going to get promoted. For this instant, the bishop is defending it. Arman Khan, hello bro. Hello Sammy, R8 and D6. Okay, let's see, we'll see. So first of all, you need to understand the position before playing any moves. Like we can see this check and we just give it the check. But first of all, understand the position as much as you can. So this is one threat. Our king is overall safe. Even he promotes, it is not promoting with a check to the king. So we don't need to worry, we have one more chance. So now we'll look the CCT, check, capture, threats, those things. So first is check and then we will be thinking about capture. So first we'll think about this. Where can the king go? King can go on these two squares. Those two squares are the square that the king can go to. Let's say we deliver this. King decides to go here. Then this will be actually a checkmate. Like this. It has nowhere to go. Everything is defended. So after this check, king is not forced to go here. Instead, after this check, king is forced to go here. Then we have d6. I'm just wrong order. d6. If he takes, what do we do then? We can take with the check. Rook here, king d6. D6. EX d6 I meant, yeah, EX d6. We are giving a check, and then what is going on here? D5 to D6. Come on, bro. Let's see. You are weak. Yes, bro, I am weak. Maybe I hear for the first time. So yeah. Now I'm looking at D6 at the move 1. Because we are threatening a mate. So for that reason, D6 is obviously the best move. I have also told you while I was analyzing the position that whenever he promotes, it's not coming with a check. So we don't need to worry. We have one chance. So that was the assessment of the position first. Like we have thought everything, whatever happens. So yeah, D6 is the best move. Now we go here and he promotes. But we deliver the mate. Let's go. Yeah, pawn has to move first, obviously. The Sammy who is wait, who was saying 2000? Okay, Manoj Kumar, bro. Okay, I thought Sammy is saying that. No. So yeah, first of all, you need to understand the position. Then you can like reorder the moves, and that can happen. So let's go next. His last move was this. We'll look at the kings. Way of solving is same. We look at the king. Our king is very much safe. We don't have anything to be worried about. His king. His king is. We have a rook here. We have a bishop here. These two kids. They are not doing much to the king. So I will also say this king is also safe. At first glance. So we'll be looking at some piece tactics. Like we'll be winning some piece or materials. So yes, that is the first thing to understand. Now I look at the position and I see my rook, which is either I can get back or you can take something. We have a check CCT. which get captured, not good. Captures there are two. This bishop is doing something. We also have a bishop here which is looking at these two things. So in this way, I see that if I capture this, the only way is this. That's the forcing move. Then we have this, skewering the rook. He has this, blocking this, but we will capture that pawn and still will go here. Like, let's say that is the only way to stop that, right? Bishop looking to the rook. But if he does so, we'll remove that and still we are looking there and we'll get it ultimately. So for that reason, I'm going with this. Is there anything better than this? I don't think so. So we capture this, brilliant. We go here. He could have blocked it, like in game, instead of giving this away. If you are low rated, I mean below 1000, then you can try blocking this. Maybe your opponent captures this, who knows? But right now we'll be capturing this, and we end up with 3 pieces versus 2. That's probably winning. Let's go next puzzle. Yes, bro. Now we'll look at the king first. Our king is safe. Yeah, there exists a check which can easily be blocked either way, does not really matter. Our king is safe, his king. We have this move. The last move is attacking the knight, but knight does not need to move. Instead we have this, so we'll calculate. We give a check. If he wants to block the check, he will go here, which will capture and threaten for this and disco on the king. And that's a common pattern. And in this way, we are also threatening for a disco, and together with unleashing an attack on the queen. So bro really needs to be very careful and pick up the right move in that case. In this case, if he blocks, and that is the solution. If we give a check, he moves here. That is also possible. Then we give a check. It is doing the fork, yes, but it is more importantly winning the queen. So for that reason, all of them, there is nothing other that we can have to see. So we go for this. Now we go here. We are also planning for this score. We are also winning this. Right now my queen is threatened. So now it is time to calculate. Do you take the rook, or do you give a check and win the queen? Which is more better? If we take the rook, let's say we get 5 lives. He can simply take this, -3. We have 2 points. Advantage. If you give a check, king moves anywhere, does not matter, or king even moves here, does not matter. It will not move here probably, but just for fun. Say king moves here. We capture this. We get a 9 point. So for that reason, we are going to do this. And if king moves here, or king moves here, which will not happen, we'll capture the queen. Let's go next. Yes, let's go. Now we look this, we look that, I mean this looks that. Obviously the first step is to see the kings. And we don't need to plan this check CCT, because we are first in check, and that will be illegal move on the over the board if you are playing chess, and your opponent will get 2 extra minutes on clock, so don't do this thing. In online chess you have ability that you try to move this, it does not move. But on over the board your opponent gets 2 minutes, so try to understand that. And let's see the position. We have many king moves, not this, sorry. We have many king moves, 3. Now when there are more than one possibility, then you have to think generally. If we go here, generally will be chased. So try to hide the king. There is this. And the king is in check, you lose the rook and you win. You try to keep your king safe, and you did it. I mean, it was not safe. So now there are 2 options once again. The question is which to play. This or this. So the best way is to play one. Like let's say go here. How will the queen give check to the king? Because if he does not give check, then we are threatening something. So when we go here, he has to give a check. He can give a check and get captured. He can give a check and get captured 2 ways. And if we go here next, like this way, it looks fine. Let's calculate this if it is better. We go here, he can give this check, and let's say we go somewhere, he can give this check, and maybe he will be checking us somehow. So we go here. Now final our answer is this. And now we'll see, is there any more threat? I mean, we have got to the solution somehow, but still we'll confirm it. And yeah, king is here. There is nothing more that he can do, and we'll be threatening something. It is protected by this. Sorry, by this square. So that is a serious threat. So we go king f5. Now we try to do the checkmate, but queen sacrifices herself for her love. And now there is a final moment in the game. What do you do here? Do you capture this, or do you do something else? What to do here? If you don't do anything, then he captures this and he promotes on the dark square, which your light square bishop cannot defend. And if you capture this, he is forced to go here. Now it looks that he is promoting, but he is not really promoting it, because our king is getting inside the box. Well, if the bishop does not exist, and if this pawn does not exist, let's say for an example, and then this pawn has this way to promote, so we can defend with the king. But at this position, we cannot bring the king closer, as this pawn will go here, and then in this square we cannot enter our king from here, like that. So for that reason, we remove this. He pushes this. If he had captured this and went for this, we would be going with our king. We stop it. Now he goes here. Now again, if you push or do anything, then we'll just do so. You just capture this, like this, and then the puzzle is over. Let's go next. Sometimes it's like anybody can play some bad moves. Let's not judge anybody like that. That is why I have brought that slowdown of messages. That for 1 minute you can send only 1 messages. That will do one thing. You will not be like saying some random lines. You'll be thinking and saying the move. So for that reason, the slow mode is on. Okay, again we'll be looking at the king. My king. There are 2 knights jumping around the king. Anywhere, it does not really matter. So my king is a little bit in attack. Is it really in attack? That's another question. There will be some knight sacrifices going on the board, which we don't know exactly, but I feel like after looking at everything, calculating somehow, the king is not really attacked. First thing, king is not really attacked. Can we attack this king? Not really. So there will be peace tactics. Yeah, I saw the pawn fork at the beginning, but still we look at the king. We go in the normal process. Now we look at the fork, because we don't have any check. Now we need to do capture. We can capture and lose the queen, so that is not, that does not make any sense at all. The pawn fork exists, which will do this thing. But when we push the pawn, actually this knight can capture this, forking us. So fork for a fork. So that does not do that. Good thing for us. This is knight, so we'll remove the knight from here. We'll place this queen here, and then we'll do the fork, because the knight is only defended by the queen. So when we capture this way, the queen is capturing this, and now we do this, and this queen from here cannot fork this too. And he plays this, and finally we get this. Yeah, he can go for a check, come to us. We'll see that for sure. I move my king here. Let's not make fun of anybody. We are solving serious puzzle. So here, our opponent has played this move, and engine says it is a miss. Miss are the move where you had some opportunity, but you didn't take advantage of it. So now we will look at the position. First, We look at the king. Is our king attacked? Yes. Why did he move here? That's also one question to understand. Why did he move here? We'll think about that later. He moved there because to fork these two kids. Maybe thinking that some foreign relocate. So now we'll be looking. Our king is attacked, so we'll be making safe to our king. The king safe. Is his king attacked? Like counter attack. If he's attacking us, can we attack him? Yes, the rook is doing some fantastic job. The queen was defending this as well, and that moved here. So we are attacking it. So let's say we give a check. He has to move here. That is the forced move. And then we do this. Suddenly the knight captures it. It is not a fork. So what are the ideas? This is obviously the forced move. Is there anything else? No, not really. So this is the forced move. We play the move. No, sorry. We're in check. Oh, sorry. I'm mad, man. First look at the king. That's the whole idea. I've told you, and I'm myself making that mistake. Okay, the king is in check. I don't really. I saw that he's in attack, but I didn't see for some reason check. I just saw this is the idea. I was not looking at the whole idea, so that is also one thing. You need to look at the whole idea. We are in check. No problem. We go here, block, and get this. No, we don't get that way. If we go here, then that will be a mate. Or not. Wait a minute, I'm a little bit confused here. What is the right move? Because when you make one mistake, it is much sure and much certain that you are going to make the next mistake. So wait for a while. I didn't see that queen giving check. So it's much obvious that I'm going to make the next mistake. Okay, come on guys, you are just allowed to send one message per minute and you are going in roasting each other. Come on, solve some puzzles. So yes, generally when you are given in check, as this is threatened, I don't know, for some reason I'm trying to move the king. I'm just cooling down a little bit because I made one mistake. Q7. Okay, we'll calculate. The process this. We'll calculate. We capture this. Let's say he captures this. Q here. He has this as well, which we can remove. That makes a sense. So like this move makes a sense. It does not. It is not like that. It does not make any sense. It makes a sense. We will also get this. We go here. Is that a Joyce trap? Because we can't leave it. Either we go here. I mean, there are some knight things. So let's say queen goes here. He gives us a check. We need to keep defending this. So either we go here or we go here. So queen g7, knight checks. We go here or we go here. So let's say knight checks. We go here. Knight checks. We go here or here. Does not really matter. Wait, it matters. It matters. Wait. So queen here. Knight checks. If we go here, he goes this check. If we go here, he goes this check indeed. We can go here. It's working. I don't know. So we'll look at another thing. What might not work? Let's say I move king here. Why will it not work? It makes sense. Like it makes sense. So we are going to do this. Like I have already made one mistake. So that is the only why I'm a little bit worried. Why not king e8? Yeah, obviously that is also I'm thinking for sure. Why not? Like why not this or why not this? Like one move is good, so why not the other move? Because somehow I feel like there are some knight things here. Whenever we go here, actually this bishop, okay, this bishop cannot go here, sorry. What next? Let's say why this move will be bad. I mean, we go here. Why is it bad? He has two checks. This question is simple, but it is so complex for some reason. I don't know why. Hello, Vivek bro. Are you kidding me? What is kidding me? I'm not kidding anybody. I don't really know what is the correct move. For some reason, I don't know. I'm feeling really tough in this puzzle. I cannot explain to you why. But yeah, I'm feeling this puzzle as tough. I will see later what is the rating of this puzzle. Maybe. Okay, what is the move, guys? What is the move? बहुत टाइम लगा रहे हैं एक चीज में. King e8, q h8. How lose? What happens after this? That does not exist because of this knight captures. King e8, q h8. What? How losing, bro? How lose? How lose? RC Vagara, King g8. There are people who says King g8. G8 also like g8 is not a move that you recommend anybody. But the main thing is Queen g7 was recommended. So I'm just asking why not this or this? Let's see, like never worry that you are spending too much time on a single puzzle. Because if you don't spend time, then at some point you will be making mistakes and you will be spending a game. So it is better to what did I do? What was that actually? Wait a minute. I removed something. I didn't know what it was. Okay. So it is better to spend more time on a puzzle than to. I mean, it is better to spend time than to spend a game. That is all that I mean. Okay, what is the solution here, guys? Because personally, I am really feeling hard. No, just don't play something. I mean, during play you might play something, but while you're solving and you are really dedicated to it, don't play just something. It might not sound good, but obviously you have to do it. And this is a simple position on the board. I have to solve it. Personally, I am really feeling hard. Here, what to go? I know here, Queen g7. There are three options. This is a candidate moves. Like let's think. This is a candidate moves. Queen g7. What can he do? Let's think. He goes check. I mean, why am I calculating first check? Let's say he captures, and he captures this. We have that. He has using a pawn, which we can stop probably going with the rook. So King g8. Sorry, Queen g7. Tell me a reason why it is a bad move. Okay, I got the reason. Guys, I got the reason. Wait, Queen g7. That is not a bad move, by the way. Here, check. Queen takes. Knight check. Maybe we take and take. We have this, but that's not a mate. Okay, so we're not going in mate. So that's one thing to understand. Second thing is King e8. So if we go here, he will take it. If we go here, he has a check. We can't go here. We have to block, and it does not feel good to block that way for some strange reason. King g8. He has one check. He has other check. There are two options to give check. So king g8 does not look good. At king g6 plus, you can do the. Yeah, okay. One move is found. King e8 is wrong. Because of this, we can't block like that. And if this, we get back to the same position. And this was a miss, so he will not be having miss. He will be playing something. He will be having a chance to play something better. So for that reason, we can't give that. So king e8 is, eliminated. So now we have two options: this or this. Okay, one of the mastermind ever eliminates one of them. So yeah, king e8 is eliminated. There were three options, three possible moves. One of them is eliminated. Now we have two enemy to fight with. Okay, this I was just thinking about this check. I think this check also exists, which I didn't think of for some reason. So now queen g7 or king g8. Yeah, at the end maybe queen g7 will be working. Who knows? But the main thing is not that it is working. The main thing is why these two are not working. That is what we are exploring here. Let's see. The position is really interesting, guys. Because a single thing, if it takes too much of time, then that is really interesting. Hello, Pulak. So now we will look at king g8. There are two checks, simply. And in any of the check are given, king goes h8. If knight check is be given, king can't go here, let's say. Why am I saying this? King goes h8, because if king goes f8, then we get the same position now, where we are in check. That will probably be not be the best thing. So let's king goes here. Let's say we get this check. We block, let's say. Watching from TV film. If ng6 plus, okay, kg8. If ng6 plus, kg8 and e7, kf7 and unite is attack. Fine. Let's see. kg8 is a mad trash, obviously. But the main thing is you need to say why it is wrong, and then only you can move forward. So that's the main thing. You need to say why it is wrong. So king g8. Queen, there are two queen checks. Which will be given? I want this or this, any of them. Let's say closer check will give. King g8, queen checks. King goes here. Okay, queen here check. So first king here. Queen here check. If king goes here, then that is the position repeating. So when this check is given, we block with this. King here, queen here, queen here. Queen there, what will happen? Then the queen goes back, let's say. and he will end up with 3 versus this. Maybe he's defending the mate. Maybe he will have a chance to go back, let's say. By the way, he also has a chance to go back still. I'm not getting a reasonable thing. Hello guys, those were high rated, please help me with it. Q7, Q1 is forced to save this up. You sure? Okay, we play Q7. We have one thing to worry about. I mean, this is the least calculation. Q8. I don't know what will he do. King G8 is looking mad, but we need a proper reason why it is bad. I mean, why should not do this? Did I get it? No, I didn't get it. King G8. Why is it bad? Please tell me. The problem with King G8 might be KH2. You can't take the bishop cause QG6 plus forks the king and a rook. Makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. So King G8. He plays King H2. Let's go. King G8. He plays King H2. That's question. We're going in really deep analysis. It is a simple puzzle at some rating range, but we are unable to solve it. So when we are unable to solve something, this does not work for us, sadly, because of the knight sitting there. We can't fork this 2 in every variation that we talked. Or can we? No, we can't do it. So King G8, King H2. We go here. Forking this, then bishop can actually remove us, right? So we can't go there. So king here, he might have a chance to save himself. Not wrong. Obviously, at least we got something in the position. So that is updated. Position is crazy, yes. Like if you are looking from the surface, you might say just going G7. That's the move. But the question is why King G8 is not working. King E8 is not working because we found it out. If this check, then we can't go D8 because of this thing, forking these 2, like this thing and this for more clarity. So that is the reason King E8 was not working. Now again, Queen G7 is obviously one of the moves, but why not King G8? Bro said this move makes sense. Now what will be the threat? Our king is trapped in the cage. If king is on here, so we'll not be ready to make much progress, and he is in the attacking position with even bishop. If he gets the bishop here, he's threatening multiple squares at once. King is here. Maybe he moves this knight here. Like let's say king goes here, he moves his knight here at some point. I mean after this. So now we'll look at Queen G7. Finally, we look at Queen G7, and now the final way to solve the puzzle is that King G8, the king is in the cage. Obviously, it's a bad move. And after this, we are not having a clear way how we are proceeding because of this. This is stopped. We are not going to take it because of this check. We'll lose that king. So for those reasons, these moves are not working. And we never have access to the H7 because the queen will always be on this diagonal. And knight is much tricky when it is near to the king. Now Queen G7 we'll look at once. With Queen G7, we always have some ideas to move the kings to safety. Yes, he can trade. But we have this and rook pinning this. So we are obviously better. After this, this is an active threat. It is threatened. Now I already saw the whole line. Like in my brain, simply all the lines are very clear right now. I can like write you the line here exactly, show you the line. But the main thing was we went step by step to solve it. Now the best move is Queen G7. That was told many minutes ago. Hello Anurag, bro. We know that something is the best move, like Queen G7 is working, but why King J8 is not working? You need to explain that. We are solving puzzles, and puzzles are for improvement, so we are solving the same puzzle for longer and longer, because as long as we are not going to solve it correctly, we're not going to do anything. So yeah, this is not working because the king is in, and after this we don't have any clear way to attack his king or to get any advantage to prove the rook is better and we have more materials. And if Queen G7 is played, if he trades, like the one idea is we are threatening a trade, so if he trades we are better, so he will not be doing that. And if he goes back, that's the only way to go back to save this. Now we have Queen G7, and that is how it will be working for us. Now I'll be showing you the line. Queen G7, Queen C1, Queen H7, attacking the bishop like this. And if the bishop captures us, we first give a check to the king. King moves H2. Then we capture this. That's the line. So Queen G7, Queen C1, not rook, Queen H7. Remember, there will be some checks in between every time. Queen H7, Queen C1, Queen here. Whenever this check is delivered, no, not that, sorry, knight check is delivered to the king will simply slide to a triangle thing to the knight. And we are still threatening that. Wait, what else we are threatening? If the knight is really sitting here, then we also have some threats like that or that. So yes, that is the line. I mean, that will be the forcing line. So Queen G7 finally. Is this the best move? I think yes. So we go here, sacrificing this. Now go here, giving a check. King moves here. We remove this. Finally, the puzzle is done. Aviru bro, yes bro, I believe from the beginning Queen G7 is the best. I didn't say anytime Queen G7 is not making sense. But the main thing was why King G8 and why King E8 was not working. That was the main reason. Oh, we completed the Elite 8, so we are in Elite 9. That is why I think the puzzle was that tough. It was much tricky than tough. Hello, Tushar bro, welcome to stream. When you are solving puzzle, give enough time to it. Like never hesitate to give much time to solve a single puzzle, because you'll not be missing those things. Same thing in the game. Okay, let's go. Next, this is the puzzle. Next puzzle. First of all, like you might see there is a check, and you stop calculating. There is a post mate. I already see. I mean, this and these are mate, but we will lose maybe. Who knows? So first of all, we'll follow the most obvious way. Is our king attacked? We look at the kings. Our king, one knight is here. If we capture this, then maybe there are some other things as well. Maybe this goes here at some point, or there may be some things. So is our king attacked? Yes and no both. Only after the rook moves here, our king is attacked. Not right away. So that's the first conclusion. Understanding of the position. Our king is attacked, but only after the rook moves here. Is his king attacked? Looks like yes. My knight is here. Queen is also looking here. So yes, king is a little bit attacked. So any moves like forward moves will be doing some good job. Second thing to understand. Is the knight free? Yes, it is. So we can take it at any time. So before taking it, when there is a check, we try to give the check. So now we'll see. We give a check. Where can the king go? Maybe here. Maybe here. We are entering with a queen in his position. So obviously we are doing something better. And then maybe we can capture the knight if nothing will happen. If nothing will happen, we'll capture the knight. So let's say our queen is here, his king is here or here, doesn't really matter. We'll think after that. Does he have anything that really threatens us to the highest level? By highest level means either losing the queen or losing the king. I don't think there is something like that. Even bishop captures here, bishop will go there. So there's nothing like that. So we can go with this one. Another idea will be to capture this threatening that, and then maybe capture this. Obviously, we'll be looking at check first. And any ideas like this, I don't really know whether we should capture the knight is obviously not the best move because we capture the pawn as first and then capture the knight. So capture the knight is simply rejected. That move is out. So either we are looking for this or we are looking for this. This king is also trapped. King is not going there. Do we have h4, h5, something like that? Might look strange. Okay, I don't really think so. So maybe we go with this. Let's see what chat has to say. Yeah, QX S5 and Terran's mate. Yeah, that is obviously true. We can capture this and then we are threatening mate. Makes tons of sense when his king goes here. So he has to go here and we capture this. I mean, we capture this and via this. We're still threatening some disco or something. Maybe this even. And then this. So we're indeed threatening some mate. So makes sense. So yeah, first of all, we need to we saw the free piece. We don't need to capture it because we have check, and it is not getting trapped the queen. Like there is nothing attacking the queen. So for that reason, we already saw everything, and I think everything is much clear here. Bro, you waste a lot of time. Abir, must be your rating is low, bro. Try to understand this fact. Spending much time in puzzle is not a bad thing. Maybe I need to make a quotation there. Spending much time in puzzle is not a bad thing. That is one reason why many people has a lower rating. Grandmaster just looks at the position for 2 days, 7 days. You might not have seen one interview of Anisgiri where he says that I spent 1 week looking at one position of chessboard. Like one position appears after 10 moves of the opening, and that position they just keep on the wall and then they look at it, or keep on the chessboard and they look at it for 7 days. So that is the level of which you need to train yourself at. So this we go this. We are threatening some mate. Now we do have this 3 move mate. I saw all of them. Like I see these moves very quick, bro. It's not like this. I'm not looking at the move, but obviously we need to look at this thing. Like I told you from here, and this is mate. It's not like I don't see it. But you need to spend proper time before moving the thing. Let's go next puzzle. Again, the idea will be looking at the king. We are playing here as black pieces. Don't confuse. We are playing as white. White moves first. The king. So we are playing as black pieces. Our pawn is going that side, right? He has 2 pawns. One of them is passer. One of them is blocked. The first move must be very obvious to go here. Because if we don't go, we lose our pawn and then we will kick. This might be very obvious. We also have capture. He captures that. We go here. King goes here. We go here. king goes here, we go here, king goes here, king goes here, and then we are drawing the game. So if we capture this, we are going for a draw. That's one thing that you need to understand. If we're leaving this and we are going for this, it's not a win because this pawn will never get chance to promote because king will be always shielding the king to let it not go that side. So it's not like that this is losing if he captures this. No, it's a draw. What happens after this? What can he do? He can play this. He can play that. So we go here. We also have this way. Same thing is done. He will push. We will also push by moving the king here. So 1, 2, 3 things are evaluated. If we go here, he has this. We need to capture that. If we don't, and he captures this again, we are going in the same thing. Draw. So this move is also a draw. This move is also a draw. If we go here, because we can capture and still protect it, he goes here. So now we'll calculate this way. 1 move, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 move, we are getting a queen. He does not have any way to stop that thing. 5 move, we are getting queen. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 move, he is also getting a queen. Who will get the queen first? We. One more detail is that the king is here. He needs to move king. If he doesn't move king, then when we get the queen first, he will be in a check, and then maybe we can get that pawn, or we can at least disturb him. So it is safe to capture here. Let's go. Let's go. He moved the king, right? So now he will not be promoting on the 5th move. We wasted 1 move. Oh, this is very interesting, guys. This is very interesting. This is very interesting position actually. We get a queen. The pawn is here. Remember one thing. If the pawn, like here are 18% player according to the 68 boards who were 2000 plus. So if you are not 2000 plus or even you are not 1500 plus, then you might not know that fact. If this pawn was here, the position is a draw. If this pawn was here, the position is a draw. You might not believe it, but that's the fact. Because this king is too far away. The king, if it was here, let's say, and the pawn was here, is not a draw, it's so many. But if the pawn was here, that's a draw. But that's not the case here. So we can't give this check and allow the pawn to go here. That will be a draw. Remember this fact. So we cannot do that. There will be 2 moves that I will be looking at here, generally. Anything that allows this move to happen is generally bad. One thing that can happen is a position that I am going to show you. Let's say king goes here, all the way here. He promotes to a queen. And this queen jumps here. And we'll do the mate. So that's the first thing. Can we do that? We'll see. We go here, he goes here. We go here, he goes for a queen. And we are not in time to do that. If the king was here and the king was here, so that would happen. That is not going to happen here. We'll be looking at queen a1 or queen here. Queen here, why? Because it pins this and you will get some time. You will get some time. So this is one of the most logical moves. Ravi Yadav A8. Yes, that is the most logical. Why here? Because it covers the promotion square. He pushes, and is there any way to do anything? I think no. Like if there was any way, then this move would work. So there is no any way to do that. So we are going to pin the pawn so that the pawn is not able to move like that. So now we are going to play this move, and it must be the best move. Now the puzzle is solved. Now this position is a winning position, but it will take some moment. The idea will be simply to pin the pawn in every cases, and maybe if possible get close to with your queen, with 1 square, 2 square, anything like that. Get closer with your queen and get your king as well if in case needed. And I always shown you one line. When the king is on c8, pawn is here, our king is on g6, he queens here, his king is here, let's say, and he queens here, our king is sitting here, this king, and this queen was let's say here, then this will be a checkmate. So that is one pattern you always need to understand. With also, like, both of you have 2 queen on the board, but that becomes checkmate. So that is one thing you need to understand, and that is the whole guide of this position. And if the pawn was here, it is lost, because king is too far away. If king was near a little bit, this was win. This happens for bishop pawns and rook pawns. So this is some 1500 plus ELO thing. So this happens for these pawns. But for knight pawn, and knight pawn, which is knight pawn, or other pawn, king pawn, queen pawn, it is a loss. You can learn it in detail later. But for now, I think this much is enough. Let's go next person. Okay, so I mean, try to see the position and understand, find out your candidate moves, and go on solving it. I really don't know if the position is easy or hard. I will simply have a look at it. It's very easy. Okay, the main thing is look at, I'm going to take a break. I'll be back after a break. And do one thing is that look at the board and look at why other move does not work. That's the main thing. Like, look at why other move does not work, why this move works and why other these 2 moves does not work. So look at everything like that. That's one thing, and here those things exist. So have a look at that. I'll be back soon. Okay, I'm back very soon. Let's go, let's see the chat. Bishop takes c2 easy. You give 2 bishop for a rook though. Or you win the knight. Okay. Can you make the board full screen? That was not covered well. Huh? H file is not covered a bit. Okay, let me decrease it. Sorry. Control Z. This is better. This is obviously better. But the board is full screen. Let's go. So yes, guys, we are solving puzzles and we are spending enough time on each puzzles. That's the must thing. I mean, nothing to understand. The reason of spending more time is you do not miss any idea of the position. So that's the whole idea. Okay, there are many moves that are suggested here. In the chat, bishop takes c2 is easy. We will see what is easy and what is not. Why is bishop takes c2 plate? We win a pawn. Knight takes. We go there and we get it for sure. But I'm not satisfied, honestly. I'm not satisfied with it. Bishop takes c2 is not the best in my view. Why? Because not pawn here. I want to play this. I'm taking that rook. Whenever the knight moves, we take that rook first and then we take that rook. I mean, why this bishop move is not best? Please tell. Give me enough reason to believe this is not the best. Give me enough reason. Okay, I'm connected again. There was some disconnection here. So yeah, the same thing is happening. Like if we play c5, same thing is happening. So yes, bishop takes c2 is not the best, or c5 is not the best. We go here. That's the best move. He goes here. I mean to think. What can we do? Now I think this is played. Lose this. We'll have some at some point this. This bishop, I don't know where it goes. Or does it go there? The rook moves up, right? What's going on? b5, c3, c5, f4, bx, f4. Okay. Okay, let's go. C5 is obviously one of the move. f4. We can take it if we want. Still, this will be pinned. So we do take it. We're also threatening for this. Now rook goes here, attacking these two kids. The position is suddenly interesting. I'm interested to look at it and think of what can we do. I already saw the solution from here. We give this check. Either he blocks or he moves the king. Does not really matter. We give this check. I mean this attack maybe. Then we capture this or we play something else. I don't really know why. Oh, sorry. This bishop can take here. Yeah, yes. I'm just looking at that thing. That's the way. Obviously, that's the way. Let's go next puzzle. He just captured this. He's under the attack fire line. Is our king safe? If we capture this, that will not be a mate. in one, but mate in two, because after this. So we can't capture this. Our king is not completely safe because of this thing. There are some tactics, like once the rook goes here, and then there will be something going on. Is his king attacked? Rook is here, or pawn is here, trying to go somewhere. We do have something. Our knight is sitting here, not doing anything that big, but still doing something meaningful. So yes, his king is attacked. Are there any possible piece tactics? Something like that? Maybe. What's the knight doing? Knight is covering these two squares. Now we'll look the same way. CCT. If we give this check, actually he has only one square to go. And any of the forcing moves are indeed meaningful when the moves are powerful. He will be going here. We don't have anything like this. I don't really know what to do here. Wait a minute, we'll see again. Same position. We have a fork. Yeah, we lose one rook as well. Does not really matter. So we can go for a fork. But before fork, we can give a check actually to force the king out, so that our king is not captured, and we can go for a fork. Is there anything better than this? Like first this, king goes here, and then we go with the knight, attacking this and this, and that's the idea. If RE8 is forced, then we will be trading, obviously. If RE8 is forced, then we'll be trading. Rook takes rook, rook takes rook, and then we go here. So yeah, this move makes a sense. We go here, king goes here. Now we have this. First, we simply give it. If we decide to sack here, we will capture it. There is no any fork like that. Yeah, this is not a fork. When the knight checks, so we can capture this. The puzzle is done. Let's go next. Again, the way we look at the puzzles is the same. We look at our king. Is our king attacked? The rook is here, the queen is here, the bishop is here. Yes, obviously. Is his king attacked? Our queen is here, two pawns are here. Our rook is ready to go somewhere on the second rank, 7th rank. Yes, his king is also attacked. What's the best way to win? Now we'll be looking at check capture threats. This check does not work because of this. This check does not work because of this. This check works or not, we will think about it. He has this escape. We do have this. Sorry. Queen 8 check, king goes here. Rook here check. We are checking this, right? If he goes here, queen here check. Maybe gives us the game. I don't really know. Hopefully it gives us a game. Is this check working? So this is also one of the check we'll need to think. This check looks good at the first analysis. Is this check working? King has a choice here or here, two choices. Our queen loses some right, and I believe it is not working. There's nothing that helps. Helps to make it work. So again, we will calculate the final answer once again. You have to choose between these two squares. So our rook is here, queen is here, the king is here, and these two are the possibility of the king. Wherever it moves, it does not really matter. We are going to win it easily That is what I can see. So yeah, let's go for it. Okay, he blocks like this. Now the position is a little bit changed. Now we need to think for a while. Now we always have a capture and take, so always look at it. We also have this. And we also have this. Which is best? This looks actually more better. We'll be forced to go here or here, does not really matter. Our idea will be same, to go with the check and then capture. So my understanding says this move here or here does not really matter. Our idea is the same check. The rook move will be forced. Right? Right. We capture this and that's mate. Is it? Is there any faster way to mate? Because this does not work. Not fast. That's the way. Like this. Yeah, Vivek Sarkar has also updated his lines. Let's go next. That is working. So we are able to solve this. Let's go next. How do we solve the puzzle? Is our king safe? Not really, because this is mate, literally checkmate. The king is not safe. Is his king safe? I mean, attacked or something like that? The bishop is doing something, but there is no any clear way to go do anything. So our king is in safe, I mean, in danger, really big danger. We need to save them from danger. Well, this is the move. So we can stop this in two ways. One is we go here. Another is we go here. This is the way we can save it. In these two. Is there any other way to defend this square f7? Maybe knight here as well, which will lose the rook. So to defend this, we have three options. Okay. This is not working because we are losing a rook. And there is no meaning of doing that. This looks fine, but we are developing a knight on a bad square. So it is fine, we can play this and we can continue the game. So we have a good option, obviously. Do we have a better option? Is this better than this? We are attacking a bishop. We are also bringing a threat on the knight. So the bishop has to do something. Maybe bishop does this. We can either capture this, opening up the queen. That makes more sense, right? This we are also attacking this, and we are also attacking this. Yeah, he can capture. Still, that threat is there. The knight has to move somewhere. Obviously, he's not coming front, and so he wasted some moves. If he goes here, he will follow up with some moves like this. Then we have to follow up something like this. Then we'll follow up here this. Then some crazy thing going. So this is our first understanding, and with all the reasons that was available in the position, this is the best move. We need to save the rook. We capture it. It is a miss. Oh no! Sorry. We can let that rook die. It is fine. It is a miss. There miss means there was a chance. I saw the chance. I saw this, but I was not satisfied with it for some good reasons. I saw that as well, but I was not satisfied for some reason. I don't know why I was not satisfied. Yeah, it makes sense. Like in my game, I would play this, but still, I don't know why. I wanted to be simple. That is the main reason I went for this. Oh no. Okay, we capture this and we lose the rook, but no problem. It's fine. Whatever. We lose the rook. Now we get this and then this. So this move is obviously fine. This is also looking, so we'll look at it as well. Okay. I don't really know how he made this here. We go here. He goes here. Now we can capture this. Sorry. Here I made some error. Sorry. I wanted to be a little quick here. And a little more simple than more tactical. That is why I was looking at even this move and trying to explain why it is not working. Some brain worked in some wrong ways. Okay, here, when we went here, to save the rook can go here, but that is just mate in 1, so that was not played. Okay. I was really out of my zone here. I don't know why. Sometimes it happens. Let's go. Sometimes it happens. Okay, no problem. Drink water and then continue. Qx g2, e5, qx a8, rg1. Huh? Lol. What is the line here, bro? What is that line? Qx g2, e5, qx a8, bishop x a8, and we. My blindfold chess is good, bro. Like, the position is not on the board, but I remember that. You don't need to doubt my blindfold chess. Bishop takes a8. So yeah, when the e5 was played, the bishop on c6 was looking at it. So the queen could not take that rook. What are you talking about? But no, you don't. Are you making a joke here? Wasn't this the puzzle? Let me see. Okay, here we analyze this. Here the knight went here, we went here, he went here, we went here, he went here, we went here, he went here, and we went here, then we went here. Na? When you play e5, we need to capture that. That is forced. When e5 is played, we can't capture this. Na? That is the line. Qx g2, e5. And after e5, we need to capture this by force. Yeah, after qx g2, your line is that same like qx g2, e5. Let's go. I remember the position, bro. Let's go next. Yeah, qx 8 is to be done. Qx s8. Wait a minute. What happened? Had you said qx a8 or had you said qx h8? H1. I really need to see that. Oh, sorry. It was my mistake. For some reason, I thought you were saying something wrong. Lol. For some reason, I don't know why I thought you were saying something wrong. Sorry. This is A8, obviously. How many hours did I stream this and like I'm making this error? Just an hour and 37 minutes. Okay, let's see the focus on the puzzle. He captured this. We can capture this, and then we can continue maybe. Another thing that I would like to see is we are creating a checkmate threat. Is it worth it? Maybe. We also unleashing an attack. This bishop is also attacked, right? So we'll get it done. Okay, I saw all the lines here. I saw the whole solution. Knight here, pawn here, knight here. Knight is attacked. There is a fork. Different things going on at once, and that's a miss. And I am weeping. Why is it a miss, man? Why? Why don't you like it? I really don't like this thing, man. Why is it a mistake? I really don't want to understand anything here. Why is it a mistake? You lose a piece of O. We are setting a mate. Why is it a mistake? Why is it a mistake? Oh, and it's a QE1. Yeah, that line. Okay. Lol. I didn't see it. Yeah, that line makes sense. QE1, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, we can create the mating thread in other way, na? Which is this. We'll be spending time again. We are not being fast. Wait. Yeah, piece of text pawn was the better one. Not so easy. Yes. Okay, let's have a look at it. Our king is in check by his last move. And we are really struggling here. But this type of move has a name, guys. Okay, what is the correct solution here? Like I was trying to calculate the whole solution in brain. Come on, chat, do let me know what do you think is the correct solution. Some message sent by some person. And yeah, as I removing this, is the position in your brain or not? Okay, let's see the position. What's the solution? Come on, chat, let me know. And E3 seems to be the way. Yeah. And E3 plus. We're giving a check as well. I was trying to calculate the whole line, how it goes. And it was much funny actually. Okay, now what we do? Do we go here or we not? We don't, I mean. We can't play this check because of queen. I want to go here, obviously. I also have this move, which is better. There are two moves. From here we are going to calculate. I mean, the calculation part is here, which is better. Because both of them seems logical. It's not like that one of them seems logical. Both of them seems logical. Which is better? Seems logical and is logical. They are different. Is the best. Which is the best? What's the chat has to say? K e7, king d7 plus, if k f8, q d8 plus, k g7, q g5 plus, q g5 plus b c6, g6, okay. b6, qx e5 plus, and qx b sub. Okay, kid comes with the whole line. So king back rank is not the way. So king f6 must be the way. So yeah, he's shown a very good line. After this check, if king goes here, we goes here. He goes here, we go here. If blocks, we check. Yeah, blocks because he can't go there because of that. It makes complete sense. Checkmate. So obviously blocks. We go here and we are going to win that minimum. Minimum if we don't get anything. We may be checkmating the king in some ways. I don't really know. Okay, so that line is working. So after this check, he has to go here. Now we need to calculate. So now calculate from here. I mean, if you are playing this, we're going exploring queen here line. We're not explored this line yet. We'll be exploring this as well. So we go here, attacking this. King goes here. Now we need to figure out what's the combination. I personally think the rook d7 also makes lots of sense. Rook d7 check instead of queen d7 check, because we are getting one more piece into the attack that way. So that makes too much sense to me. So yeah, let's go with queen first because queen is more powerful. Obviously, if we can. So after king f6, like here, what's the way that we can use? Q c6 plus, yeah, obviously that moves only makes sense. bd6, rx d6, I'll play this game. In a game, okay. Check, check. Okay. So here are some lines. We go this way, giving a check to the king. King has to move somewhere. Let's say king goes there. Then we capture this. So generally bishop captures, we sack the rook, one takes, we capture with a check. He needs to move somewhere. Wherever he moves, we continue. So queen e7 looks and works. A rook works or not? Rook goes here. He goes here, we go here. He goes here. We don't have anything. Rook goes here and he goes here. Rook goes here. He goes here. Still we don't have anything because the king is here. So rook is never working. So obviously we continue with queen here. King goes there, and now our earlier line executed. The first line that was calculated. Queen blocks. Do we capture this or do we clear the queen? We love to capture this generally. Let's go. The first line was actually what ChessGame gave us. That's funny in itself. Okay, I'm calculating all the lines here. So the first move is very obvious, which is to sack the rook. And without thinking anything, just sack the rook. Now second move we need to think. Should we go here? Should we go here or should we go here? My queen is attacked. So if I go here, queen takes this. We do have that. If rook takes, we do have that. So obviously I will go with this check. In game I will play this generally. But what happens is this kid settles here and then we are weeping. So first we capture this and king goes here and then we go here and then king goes here, then we do that. So same thing done with some degree of change in the position. Now when king goes here, we do this and he has to sack the kid maybe. Or something, anything. I don't care much. So we just cleaned everything. Once the bishop moves, our knight also gets unpinned, okay? 3-piece man, I see a sack. Okay. Next puzzle. We do have a capture. We need to think. What do you see in this position? First of all, king. Looks safe. There are some pieces attacked. Pieces are also attacked, so there will be some piece tactics as well. His king. The pawn is locking it. So the king is sitting here, and a rook joins somewhere around this. Anywhere, if the rook drops, like let's say we draw an arrow from the rook like this. Anywhere. There's not much thing on the back rank. That will be a checkmate. I mean, it's crazy drawing arrow like this, but I'm just trying to make you understand. Back rank issues. There is a back rank problem. So this is a way how you can solve some back rank problem. So he's having a back rank problem. How can we take advantage of it? We play this, and we go to the back rank. He goes there, and there is not much he will be worrying about. And the rook is the best defender of the back rank generally. So we'll remove the rook. And why is it wrong? We'll think about it later. We'll remove the rook. He has only one way to take. Now we capture here by threatening this. He has no way to save it. And if he moves somewhere, then we have again back rank issues and we are winning the piece for minimum. So that's the calculation. And here I can't go here, so I'm going. Or can I go here? Wait a minute. If I go here, we go here for sure, but the king has moved here. And the king has escape square. So we first capture a kid. Bishop goes here. Now he's protecting the 8 square with this move. He's also protecting this square. What next? Now engineer is saying to figure out a move. So that is why the puzzle or ChessCom is saying to figure out a move. So I'm worried to figure out a move here. Does not make any sense. Nothing makes sense here. Okay, we are winning a piece, one piece at minimum. What is going on here? One piece minimum we are winning. How we are winning, we'll think that way. So the first move is very obvious. Either we go here or we go here. I mean, we go here. Which is better? Rook in the center is generally preferred. So if I'm playing a game and it is a bullet game, I don't have time, I would go here. But here I have time to calculate, enough time. So I will also think about this move. The knight needs to go somewhere, knight goes here. I go here, attacking it. Bishop goes back. I go back rank. Kid joins the party, defends the kid. Now I need to worry a little bit. I might go here, I really don't know what to follow. What happens with this? We're threatening the knight, knight needs to move somewhere. Okay, the knight moves here. We can this. Hey, what is happening? I mean, same thing is there. What's the difference? What is the difference in both of them? Let's see what the chat has to say. RA3 maybe. Tough. I mean, what is the difference? Both of the move looks the same thing. I mean, it does same in the first view. We need to figure out the difference between both of them. Why RC5 doesn't work or why RA3 works? Which works? Generally, RC5 makes more sense because it is in the center. You're putting a rook in the center. It has more access to the squares. It looks better there. Why RA3 does not work the same thing? Does not do the same thing. Okay, now I have the answer. I got the answer. When you play RA3, the knight goes here. I got the answer. Knight goes here. Now you play this. He goes here, and then you play this. He has this. So in that way, it is protected. But when you play this, knight goes here. I was thinking at first glance about this. You are attacking here, but actually I realized that now we are getting lost. Right. So the answer actually lost here. We go here, he goes here. What's the difference? I go here. Might go here, repeat. I can't go there at any moment. That is there. Okay. What's the difference? No, I thought I'm finding the answer, but no, I'm not finding. Here, knight here, we can't attack this way, right? We can attack this way. Rook here, knight here. Rook here. Bishop c8. Rook c1. Oh, we can't do that. Wait a minute. It is here, right? Oh, we can't do that. Wait a minute. We can't do this. So here, 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 here. I'm mad sometimes. I go here, he goes here. I have backline thing. In this way, I also have the same backline. It's working same. Let's see what is going on. ELO Chess. You wake up fielding laga do. What do you do? Should be good, bro. Like the move order that you said, same thing. Can't we reach with here, 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 here. Same position. We are reaching the same position in this order. So why is one order preferred? Like there must be one good move, na? Which one is correct? I mean, there is something in between which we are not able to see. Oh, oh. Now I'm able to see it. Now I'm able to see it. In the whole way, actually, we are doing a mistake. We are bringing this knight to defend this bishop. We're doing one mistake. That mistake was we are helping this knight to help defend that bishop. So both of them are wrong. Instead, we can go rook a7. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we are bros. You also saw the same thing. Told the same thing. I saw by myself as well. When I told there is something wrong, I thought about it, and yeah, in both way, actually, we are helping the knight to get in a way to defend the bishop. Why not defend the bishop right away? I mean, attack the bishop right away. Yeah, like this. Now this will attack two kids. So let's attack. It goes for a check. We'll attack once again. And now the puzzle is solved. So yes, when the same position can be reached two different ways, there may be a possibility that either in one of the way there is something in between which we are missing, or both of them are wrong. So there are two possibilities when there are two possibilities to play the same position. Either there is something in between which we are missing, or both of the processes are wrong. So in this case, there was nothing in between that we are missing, but both of the processes were actually wrong. So that was the case here. All of you, those are new to the channel, welcome to our stream. Do let me know where are you joining from. And we are here right now solving some puzzles. So the current puzzle is solved. Let's go to the next. Okay. Think here, think. Thinking is free. So hope you spend much time thinking. Okay. Hello, Yunus. Okay, I saw the line here. Come on, chat. Tell me what's the solution. I'm looking at one line and it is working somehow. What do you see in this position? Let's continue. What is the line that you think is a way? I mean, is a correct way? So here I'm looking at queen here, king here, knight takes knight. Does not really matter however he takes, and the rook here on the next move. And remember, there is no any back rank going on because the queen here or here does not have any access to the back rank directly. So that's my calculation. But no idea, bro. If Vivek kid has no idea, then who will have idea here? Q h2, king h1. H2 is this square if you are making mistakes. So this is my line, guys. Here, 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 whatever it captures does not really matter. We go with the rook. No idea. I have Geo, huh? Nice. Use your Geo. And that's a mistake. Oh, makes sense. Because we can do it in forcing way. Ah, this is something I really don't like many times. We can do the same thing but in a forcing way, like this. Come on, Fish. What is this? I don't like it. Yeah, the same thing was done, a little bit in forcing way, and that is what is loved. Let's analyze this. Here, king goes here. This is a mistake. Why? Show me. What is the move that he has? Px c5. I really don't understand it. We go here. Oh, you have this, right? Oh no, then I can't play this. Sorry, calculation mistake. So it should be done in forcing way. Okay, this rook was getting here. I really didn't see that. Some mistakes in visualization as well. Okay, no problem. We make mistakes. Let's see. Well, was really tough. Takes. We can capture there, which is okay. Makes sense. The other line, it was not possible to capture on g3 and then go for h4 check. I didn't see re2 idea. re2 was the idea. The idea matched, but the move order little bit was wrong from my side. So I need to find out both of them. One of them does not work. Here I'm not able to see anything except one. That's queen here, while threatening a backline field. Queen here. King here, rook here, knight here, queen here. This is a line that we're looking at. And yeah, our king is safe. That is the first thing we need to see every time. And our king was not attacked a lot, except these two kids. And we are attacking here, so we are looking for the attack. Q h6 is the only move to make sense. And if he does this, then you are losing a knight, I believe, for the minimum price. And we have a rook and a queen versus a queen and a bishop. Clearly better for us. Okay, that is another line. Wow. Oh, nice. That was also fine. Here, king g1, we go here. And if he goes here, we take, and then we capture that. If he captures, then we have that. Wow. Yeah, you need visualization to see everything. This looks easy to me, first of all. I have to find out a very simple way. What do I mean by simple way? So the idea will be, we give a check. From there, king will go here. We give a check to him and we capture that. So that's my idea. I mean, it might look stupid at first glance, but that's the whole idea. And that will be possible. Just you wait and watch. Because that's my experience of the whole, playing. So yeah, we'll be going with this check as promised. This is, these are covered, so he has to choose between some moves. He will not be going here. He will either go here, and we follow the same idea. So we give this check, either he goes here, or he goes here. Even if he goes there, we have the same idea. And this idea works 100% time. And that is it. That's the whole idea. Yeah, this idea works, right? Let's go. I don't know what is going on with GF, bro. He is calculating some other lines and making some fun of the move order. Let's go next, bro. Let's solve them making fun. What next? Is our king safe? Maybe. But as long as the queen is here, it is safe. Also, it is attacked. His king is attacked? Yes. So both kings are attacked. It's our move, so it is our turn to attack. That's a simple assessment. And wait, what is going on here? What is going on here? This question is very easy, actually. Yeah, it is so easy. Because the moves are very forcing. Forcing to that level that it is mate in 2. So that's the level. It is mate in 2, guys. Mate in 2. That is the level of the forcing move. So come on, chat, those who are watching us. What is the move? Do let me know what is the move here that forces a checkmate in 2 moves. Let's see. What is the way that forces a checkmate in 2 moves? Just 2 moves. It obviously must have a strike to you. F6, yes, F6, Q F6 you write. And that's the correct notation of writing. And if king goes here, what is the force? And we pre-move this. Let's go next. Next, this is the puzzle. This is the last move of our opponent. Is our king attacked? Not really a lot. Is his king attacked? Maybe yes. Do you have some forcing ideas? Generally, the calculation is done without moving a single piece. That is how you love to calculate, and that is how the calculation should be done. Okay. We'll look at check. Something like that. It's not necessary we need to go here. We might go here, here, and here as well. So check. Maybe you can block it if you want. We will again take it. So check. At the end of it, king moves here. That's a check. King goes here. We do the mate. So check. King goes here. We go here. And king does not go here. Instead, king captures. We go here. King goes here, and we do the mate. So that's the forcing way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is made in 5 moves. Like this. Now it is in 4, 3. This. this, and this. Originally it was made in 5, but Injun made it made in 4. Let's go next. He makes a move, and now it's game over. The idea is same. The pawn is covering it, so if the rook can either land there, there, or there, it really does not matter wherever the rook lands. It is going to do the similar thing, like backhand thing, and yeah, the rook will go backward. We can remove it, king takes, and we'll keep pushing this pawn, and the knight will not be able to stop it somehow. To stop this pawn, the knight should either sit here or here, which is not possible because our king is sitting there to stop. This both are square. So that's the whole idea. The rook cannot move here or cannot move here, but the rook can go back and only here. So we do this, and we push closer, let it come. Push. Oh, this is for sorry. What am I doing, man? What am I doing? I thought it was simply going. No, there was a fault in between. Oh, some simple trick. Like once you go out of the focus, at any moment there can be blunder. At any moment, literally. Here it was. Lol. This is why I say every time, be careful, be careful. The key is bitrate, okay bro. I have increased it for some reason. We don't need much bitrate right now, because already I have decreased everything. FPS is low. It is a puzzle stream, we don't need a high FPS. Let's go. There might be some lag, so we'll decrease the bitrate. Hello, it's Beva, Black and Flag. Welcome to stream. What rating? My rating is 1700 in rapid. Okay, this is a miss. I am kind of irritated calculating tons and tons of things. I just want to think here, what is the fastest way to continue? That's a miss. Then we go here. No, that's also a miss. What is wrong? Hey. Oh, we go here now. Why are you stupid sometimes? I don't know why I made that mistake. I cannot explain you. Give me. I just wanted to play something quick. That was the reason. In the simplest terms. I don't know why. M2, yeah, it was M2. What is the solution here? Knight F3 checks the king. King moves, let's say, F1. Where will the queen go? Where will the other knight go? Q B5. Makes too much sense. Okay, that means obviously a move. Made in 4, so. Okay, Q B5 made sense. Yeah, it was simply helping it. I don't know, I didn't see it. After this check, king moves here. What was the thing? Okay, and then I could open the eyes side. Left calculating, right? Okay, let's see here. In this position, the simplest thing is that the bishop is looking here. So somehow, if the queen can get to that square, we are winning. Easy expansion. We don't need tough expansion. That is the easiest thing to say. Can we go there? Simple. Can we do that? How do we stop this? I don't see anything to stop. Is that the way, guys? Okay, one extra thing was done and the rook moved. Let's go next. There isn't much to think of. Sometimes these positions are really, really makes me mad. What is the best move here? Is this? Yeah, F4 mate. It comes out of nowhere, but it's like it's so tough to understand. But yeah, like everything is covered. No? That's the like these two files are covered. Like, let's say rook is covering this, rook is doing that. Knight is covering this. I'm sorry, these two, important square, and then we deliver the mate. Crazy with a pawn. There are two queens on the board, but they are not enough to save the life. One knight as well against our biscuits. But the placement of the piece are much necessary in any situation. What's the way? I mean, the only move that you need to think is this. Because this is not working, right? What do you get? Anything? Oh, but you get anything. Maybe you get anything. If this, actually there is a check. So this is the only way, right? Like we combine both the idea. That is it. Anything else? Nothing. Okay, everything. Nothing is there. Idea is I go here, he goes here, I go here, he might go somewhere, and then let's go here, here. Then at least there are some ways in which we are winning. Aren't we winning? Wait a minute. Aren't we winning? Bishop here. What's wrong with it? Hey, king e2. Oh, he escapes actually. Makes sense. If he goes here, then that's mate. But he actually escapes, which I didn't think of for some reason. Hey, what is wrong? I was thinking this. Okay, no idea. But there is mating 2. I didn't expect it to be a mating 2. That is why I didn't play this. That is only reason I can explain. Yeah, it was M2, obviously. Here again, I don't know. I think this and that. He has to sack. We can capture that, but better is this. And you lose your queen automatically. So better is this. You remember when I was drawing 5 arrows with my rook? Similar thing. We can capture, but the better was this. But the queen was there, so the better was that. QC1, yeah. So the arrows that we had drawn for rooks, 5 arrows, actually working for queens. 2-3 arrows. For some unknown reason, I'm trying to be really quick in these positions for no any reason. Okay, we get this. Hello Vishal bro, के छ हो? Let's go here. First of all this, then this. It works. We'll look our thread as well. What is the thread on us? Hello, welcome to stream, bro. Let's just see what next can we do. This is the way. The combo is right. There is nothing wrong with the combinations. But the way we deliver the same move matters. Should we capture the rook first? Should we give the check first? Generally, check is valued more. Let's say we give a check. Queen captures it. We capture it. He captures that. He got a rook. And a knight for 10 pawn. If we capture this, then that was the case. If we capture this first, then he has to capture. If he does not capture, he gets like 5-point loss. So it's very sure that he's going to. Oh, okay, wait. This is also possible at some point from him. It does not matter anything. Queen is staying here. So yes, this makes the sense. Now we get here, we get here with a check, and everything is done. Let's go. What next? The queen is around this. If we capture the pawn, then we get mated because there is a battery, so there is some sort of attack for sure on our king. There is some sort of attack on his king as well. A move like this would threaten a mate. And is there a way to get out of it? Seems like there is no any way except the queen sack. And for that reason, we are going to play it. Oh, there is a way. Really? Is there a way? We can capture this and lose that. We can't capture this, so we have only one check in the position. That is it. That check, king goes here. Most obvious. I don't know why it feels a little tough. Maybe we go here. Knight is here, king is here. Bye. Knight is here, right? There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't want to lose any correct thing that I have. And g5, huh? What do you mean? Qxq, we have a fork. Makes sense, obviously. So should I go here or should I go ng5? Because these moves give me material. This move gives me a material, something. So let's look the final position. We go here. Here we capture that. He captures this. He has a rook and a bishop versus 2 rooks. Winning, yes. Clearly winning, not much, but it's a winning, clearly somehow. It's enough advantage. What will happen after this move? Why is it bad? He'll move his king somewhere. It's a king g2. And we don't have many things. King g2, knight takes there. Attacking the queen. Queen goes there. That's check. King goes here, that's low. No idea. Oh, true. I don't know which statement we are talking true. But yeah, why queen h5 doesn't work? Because we are solving puzzles and we need to look at everything, every possibility. The idea is we are again going to capture that same pawn. And our queen is not getting trapped. We always have queen f7. Hello, Surya. Oh. Makes sense, yes. Fine. Okay, nx g5 qe3. Listen, nx g5 is obviously the right move. I was thinking about this. What is the answer here? Here I got my answer. Like, why is it not working? I was thinking it is fine, but why is it not working? So it is not working because of one reason. That reason is queen takes the king. King moves. Queen takes this. Queen takes this. King takes this. So for that reason, this is not going to work. So knight g5 must be done so that this is never a check. So queen h5, queen e6. Checks to the king and king moves, then he can capture that. So for that reason, this is not working. Queen h5. So now we go for this and takes, and that is fine. Like, yeah, this move looks fine, but why is it not working? We need to figure the way out. X plus y equals to 23, y equals to 5, then x equals to 17. Or 18 I think. 18. We figured out all the moves. We have already been for 150 minutes plus here. This 100,000 has been completed. We are on 2920. I couldn't reach 3,000 today. Maybe because I was solving easier ones. 2-3 errors were made. Anyway, we have pushed a little bit. It is fine. Next stream we might push 3,000. Let's go one more. That's a fork. Are we only looking for a fork? Not really. We cannot go here because the rook is there to capture it. So maybe fork. We win the rook. He can maybe go there in some sort of ways. Let's just say I go here. Does not matter, king goes here or here. Check. King goes here or here or here, does not really matter. All three are open for him. We capture this with a check. We try to get this rook in. That's another case. There's nothing else, another thing to be done. Let's go here. We can capture this. He can go there. Wait a minute. We do have this when the kid is here. That way he's forced there, and then we have double check. Maybe we are doing something. So why not to bring rook here? Well, he can do this. We capture. We don't have any other threat. So rook here. King here. And for that reason, we can exclude that move. We don't need to play that. This move, this is possible. Yeah, it is always possible to capture that. We're still delaying it. Because we also see this. He goes here, let's say. We do have that. Yes, capture rook, no. Still we are not considering that. We are considering something else. Almost works. If he goes here, we have that. Knight cannot block because we remove it simply. If we go here, he goes here, let's just say. That's not possible. Let's just say so. We go here, he goes here. We're trying to be smart. Maybe we'll end up just grabbing some pawns and nothing else. You can get back. Instead of that much of complication, we do this, and we have two rook versus two minor piece and a rook. That's something that I like. That's tough. So okay, we'll calculate this. Rook takes, king takes, rook here. Why is Rn3 k g4 R facet is nf3 nf3 nx what is that nfe2 wrong? It's not wrong, I believe. It's the way, I think. That's the way, yeah. King g4 I didn't calculate Rn8. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Complete sense. Knight f3 was forced. We capture that. Knight h6 discovery. Oh no. We have to go here by force. He goes here, we can capture this maybe. We'll look at the forcing moves every time. And our forcing move is this time. Bishop is there, so we remove it first. And the job is done. Let's go next. Okay. So with the last puzzle of the stream, I will end after it. This kid is threatening us. We do have the check. I don't really know what do we do after that, but I got an idea. How do I wait? Okay, figure out this. I don't want to solve. I'll just have a short look at it. What is wrong here? What is right here? Well, I don't know what is right wrong here. Let's see. This is the last puzzle of the stream today. It is interesting. It's not that easy to continue. First move looks very obvious. See. Second move h4. Rook h4. I mean, rook d h4. D a4. First a2 check. King here. Rook goes here. We know what we are threatening. How do we continue? It pushes this. We use umbrella pawn. Oh, I saw the way. Okay, check and goes here. Sorry, check king moves here. We move here. We go here. He gives us a check. We use umbrella pawn, and this is the why the pawn is here. Else there will be a check. So that is not going. That is not existed. I'm sorry. That is not existing. So we play this. We play that. We play this. And next we are sorry, not that. Next we are threatening a mate. R7 h6 mate, yeah. A3 mate. R2 A3 mate. The notation wrong sometimes, yeah. It is so common sometimes. Notation comes wrong. Okay, so this was the last one of this stream. Last puzzle. Have a good time, guys. Now I'll be ending it. See you later. We got two puzzles with the same idea. Oh, kind of. Okay, streak of 6. I'll be ending the stream here. Have a good time. Bye bye. See you in another one. Countdown starts. 3, 2, 1. Have a good time.